Oh, it was great. It was fun. A lot of good competition. Playing against some of the best teams in the country. Got to play 3 ranked teams in a row, so we got to build on every single game that we played. So it was great. It was fun. I feel like we're a very composed group. I feel like there was a lot of times where we faced adversity this past week, and I feel like there was a lot of times that we made it out, came out with a win. And I mean, even in the Arizona game, we still weren't playing our best, but we still had a chance to win at the end of the game. So, I mean, we're a very resilient group, and I feel like we played well together.
So people talked about the Sooners all summer. Just being able to do some of that stuff against a few of the best defenses in the country. Where do you feel like this offense ranks now?
Yeah, I feel like we're top tier. I feel like everybody on this team can score at any time that they want to, but it's a matter of everybody, kind of picking their spots and finding where each player plays their best at. And I feel like we're our best when we're in transition because we like to shoot threes and we like to, get caught early post-ups, and I feel like that's when we're playing our best brand of basketball. But when we're rolling and we're playing like that, I feel like we're the best team in the country.
And a lot of people for you felt like the next step for you was getting those shooting numbers up and you had them. What level do you feel like you've unlocked with these better shooting touch and just being able to do more stuff like that?
I just feel like it kind of helps my game overall. I feel like a lot of people were saying that was kind of the next step for me, and that's what the summer is for. So kind of work on your game, work on yourself, and I feel like after I kind of made that happen, I kind of helped my team in a sense, and I feel like it kind of makes our offense better and makes us a better team overall.
How helpful was this, I guess, long break between games, especially after that grind of going out?
It's pretty good. I mean, everybody's been watching film, kind of figuring out ways that we can be better. It's never really a break when you're kind of mid-season, especially after coming off of a solid loss against Arizona State, who's a really good team. But there's always stuff that we can work on. I feel like even when we got back, we were kind of with the coaches watching film, kind of still getting some shots up, trying to, just keep our game where we need it to be for these next couple games and prepare for a good Texas team. I'm super fired up. I mean, it just happened. It's just another opportunity for us to play a really good team. Obviously, they're number 2 in the country, so this is a great opportunity for us to kind of prove ourselves and kind of prove that we're one of the best teams in the country. And I mean, with a win, hopefully we'll be able to have the highest rating that we've ever had as a team ever in Creighton history. So, I mean, opportunities just keep presenting themselves, and we're kind of trying to take a hold of those opportunities and build on them.
Well, yeah, it was exciting. I mean, I always believed I could do it, but just trying to get into it. Playing 2 tough opponents before that game. Arkansas and Texas Tech. I mean, they're good opponents, so it's kind of like nerves though. But like after I got done playing like 2 ranked teams, I kind of got used to it. It was like I just got to play my game, and once I start playing my game, I can do it. So.
It was really chaotic in the gym.
Yeah.
I feel like it started to slow down. Get the sense that it's starting to happen a little bit.
Yeah, so when you get on that court, it just feels a lot different. Like when you're on the sidelines, it feels like chaotic. But when you get on there, you kind of get in like a zone, almost like you can't really hear anything, and you're kind of in your own world almost.
You guys feel better prepared for a game like tomorrow night, having played the teams you did now?
Definitely, after playing 3 ranked opponents in a row, definitely makes you feel a lot more ready for what we have next to come. So for sure.
How are those naughty rooms?
Well, they're probably the best rooms I've ever played on for sure. The softest rooms I've ever played on, definitely. Mm-hmm. I just got to keep working on, talking on defense, just doing all the small things, just because you can shoot, you still got to be able to do the small things and the little things that help the team for sure.
How much are you looking forward to tomorrow night? It's going to be
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to play. I'm excited to play there. I really haven't played any away games. The Maui games are kind of like both teams were there, but this is kind of my first real away game I can play in, so I'm excited.
Some good, some bad. Probably exceeded my expectation of where I thought we were at this point because we definitely have a lot of room to grow. But as a coach, you never know. There's a lot of things you can simulate in practice. One thing that's difficult to simulate is getting kind of punched in the mouth, and then how do you respond from it. That happened against Texas Tech early in the game. The second half versus Arkansas, they made a big run. we had to respond, and then late in that Arizona game, we had to keep fighting and give ourselves a chance at the end. So those were encouraging things to see. Now, the flip side of that is there are reasons we got punched in the mouth, and we have to try to fix those as quick as we can.
What is the value in having a group that doesn't back down from that sort of stuff? They embrace the trash talk, they embrace the tough parts of the game, they execute and all that. Like, how far does that take you while you're figuring out the parts that need to be done?
Yeah, I mean, there's emotion in every game. There's ebbs and flows of momentum, and with that, there's some emotional highs and lows, and you just can't ever let that get in the way of execution. And guys that aren't very mature, sometimes they wear the emotions on the sleeve, and that prohibits them from maybe executing at the level you need to. This group has been pretty good with that. Now, we'll really be tested Thursday, obviously. We haven't been in somebody else's environment, especially a team that's arguably one of the best teams in the country. So, we'll get tested again Thursday, but that's why we played the schedule that we played, just see where we're at, see what we have to work on. I didn't see any controversy with the refs, so we just play the game. We don't react to referees' calls. I don't, and I don't expect my players to. If somebody else wants to, that's their prerogative. But there was calls back and forth in that game, both directions during the course of the game. We've prided ourselves in not fouling, and that's through now 7 games of data. So, we do a pretty good job of that. Whether other people do or don't, that's up to them. But that's important to us. But that was a good win for us. It was a unique opportunity. Not often in my 30-some years do you play a game in a gym that small where half the crowd is for one team and half is for the other. I mean, the momentum swings in that game was incredible, and it was so loud in there you couldn't hear yourself think. So I think our guys will look back on that as one of the great memories they've had as a player, because it was a pretty special game.
Do you feel better about where your team's at Thursday?
Yeah, we're just trying to get adjusted to this time change. It's hard, I didn't play in the games, and I lay awake at night and have a hard time getting up in the morning. So that 4-hour time difference when you're there for 6 nights, I think it's real. So hopefully as we inch closer to Thursday, we get adjusted a little bit better. But we've got a little bit of illness running through the team, I think, as a result of that fatigue, and hopefully that's better by Thursday. Yeah, we didn't have a choice. Number one, it was the Big 12, Big East Challenge. So this is the week that it fell. It's a little earlier than I'd like to play it, coming off a trip like Maui, and then to turn around and have 2 days to prepare for Nebraska. That's a tall task. But hopefully, like I said, we can get healthy and guys are feeling better, and we're up to this challenge, because it's. Everybody saw Arkansas play last night. They struggled a little bit coming off that trip. So, hopefully we get in the sunshine again in Austin, and it's a little nicer down there, and it'll wake us up a little, and we'll be ready on Thursday.
What do you think of the matchup with Ball?
We didn't put him in a great position to be successful. We really paid, I think, for the fact that we didn't have much prep time. We tried some adjustments during the game, and those are things that we would have practiced for 2 days in preparation for Arizona, and now you're drawing it on a board and trying to get guys to rotate the proper way, and we just didn't execute it. So Ryan left his feet a couple times in the first half, and you can't do that against him. We wanted him to take tough shots, and he made some tough shots, but he's a heck of a player. But I probably played Ryan 38 minutes against Arkansas on 1 foot, and to expect him to come back less than 24 hours later and do it again was probably a lot to ask. Yeah, I just think he's gaining confidence. I think he's got a better feel for what he's supposed to do and where his role is on this team. He always goes to the glass. He makes some athletic plays, rebounding the basketball, and he can shoot it. So it's a change up from when Art's in there. They're different players, but they're both effective, just in different ways.
There were a couple times in that Arizona game especially a defense like Texas?
Yeah, I mean, Texas is going to be the best defensive team we played. I don't think it's really close. And Texas Tech is really good, and Arkansas is really good. They're good in different ways, but Texas can run a lot of guys at you. They're very physical, at the point of attack with the ball. They're waiting for you when you get to the paint. But again, we had no time to prep for Arizona, and we were a tired team. They top blocked some of those cuts, and made Ryan and Fred have to make some decisions. And if they're open, we want them to shoot the basketball, which they did, and we made one and missed one. Thank you.